love, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Jennifer Laurel Keller. I'm an acrylic and mixed media artist and instructor, but what I really do is help people connect to their soul through nature and art. In this video, I'm going to take you along with me on my latest plein air painting trip, and then we'll cover 9 tips for how you can make money as an artist while traveling. Last week, I decided to get out of town to the coast because the weather was forecasted to be stunning, even though it's winter. But honestly, it kind of felt like summer because the California coast doesn't get very hot at any time of the year. And as long as it's not raining, it's an ideal time to paint, and you won't get too hot standing out in the sun. Every day that I was there, I was able to paint, and my goal was to sell some paintings while I was out to help cover the cost of the trip. So I'd like to share with you the strategies that I used so that you can take your art on the road. All right, number 1 is to pick a tourist destination. And remember, art is a way for travelers to enhance their experience. People buy quite a bit of art on vacation. It's a more luxurious and soulful form of a souvenir. But unlike a plastic bauble or a keychain, they can display a painting in a more sophisticated way in their space. It's a conversation piece that they can tell their guests about because they met the artist. They were on the beach while it was being painted, and they saw the creative process. And then it's so much more personal than buying art in a gallery. And as the artist, you have no competition. You're the only artist out there. So by painting the scene that they're at while they're relaxing and bonding on vacation, you're providing a service to that person by helping them connect to their soul, add beauty to their space, and make memories. Number 2, set up your travel easel near foot traffic. I got the best results at overlooks near the parking lot, but far away enough from the car, maybe 10, 15, 20 feet from the car, so that people would pass me on their way to the trail to the beach. So before you set up, take a moment to walk around, look at the view, figure out what you want to paint, but also watch the flow of traffic. So sticking with this beach example, think to yourself, are people looking over the bluffs, or are they taking the trail down to the beach? People will get apologetic if they have to pass in front of you or if they feel like they're encroaching on your process. So the flow is really important. You also want people to see your paintings. So your back should be to the foot traffic, and watch out for glare. One day I was painting at the end of the day and the sun had moved, and everyone who passed by could only see the light reflected off of my canvas and not the actual painting. And sure enough, I did not sell a piece that day. All right, number 3, don't set up too much inventory. You don't want to look like you're selling. I like to bring a couple of smaller finished paintings to have close by. I'll set them off to the side on the ground or leaned up against the leg of my easel. But you don't want to look like a booth at an art fair. If you look like you're about to give people a sales pitch, they might not talk to you. And also, it's not exactly legal to set up a vendor booth at many tourist destinations. But if you look like you're just there to paint, you won't have any problems with the authorities. So if you bring more pieces, keep them in your car, so if people ask to see more, you can show them, but it's better to be more casual and under the radar. Number 4, enjoy your painting experience for yourself. So once you're all set up, take your time, breathe the fresh air, slow your pace, and ease into your painting process. If you're having fun, it will come across in your work. But if you're more focused on selling than actually painting, people will pick up on that. Okay, number 5, make friends. Inevitably, if you picked a good spot with enough foot traffic, people will start to notice. You'll have people nod at you, acknowledge you. They might watch you from a few feet away, and you might hear them comment to their friends like, oh, look, it's an artist, or oh, she's painting. They might also approach you and start talking to you. You'll get compliments. You might get asked if people can take your picture, or even asked if you sell your work. So this is your moment to make friends with them. Don't start selling yet. Smile at them, say hello, ask them what brings you out today. Talk about where they're from. Talk about their dogs, what they do for a living. If they can recommend somewhere to go get dinner or a coffee, make a joke. Anything and everything that's small talk. People love to talk about themselves, but they have a hard time making conversation. So make the conversation easy for them. Your job is to listen and ask them questions, and this will develop a sense of trust. So after that, they will start to ask you questions, and you can begin to talk about yourself and your art. So be confident, take the compliments well, and make friends. It's a joy, honestly, to hear about people's different experiences. And if you just be yourself and sincerely listen to people, they will like you. So just be friendly. Okay, number 6, hand out business cards. Not everyone who likes your art is going to be able to buy your art. So if you can tell that someone is interested in what you're doing, but they're starting to end the conversation and leave, ask them, would you like my card? And that way they have your information, and you can say, I'll be in the area for the next couple of days, just in case they want to circle back and see how your painting turns out, because you might not be done with this one yet. Okay, number 7 is be patient. If you finish your painting, don't just pack up and go home. Keep your easel up like you're still working, because from a distance, before people can even see your art, they will notice your easel. They also like to see your brushes and your palette out. I like to stick around for a while and have a little picnic. You can meet more people and give folks a chance to return from their hike or the beach so that they can see your progress. You're at a beautiful place, so take a moment to relax in it. This is a great time to sell because the piece you just did is finished, and that's the one that these people should be the most interested in. But you might even sell more than one if you brought more in the car. Number 8, be ready for electronic payments. This is a big one. This goes back to picking your spot. So you want to make sure that you'll have a signal and an app on your phone for taking payments. Make sure your prices are fair and set, and that you know the tax. So figure all of that out beforehand, so when someone asks you how much, you'll be prepared and confident. Don't let people haggle with you. You want to teach them that you're a serious professional artist, and it will make them respect you more, and they'll respect your prices. So if you give out deals, they will tell their friends, and then everyone who's referred to you will expect the same. All right, number 9, get their contact information. If they buy a piece, tell them that you would like to send them a certificate of authenticity and that you'd like their contact information. So add them to your email list. Send them a thank you card and a certificate of authenticity, and that way you can stay in touch because you're friends now. So you should want to befriend them online as well. So by using all of these techniques, I sold 2 of the 6 pieces that I painted right on the spot on my trip. I also handed out all but one of my business brochures and many more business cards. And it's possible that those folks might follow up with me later. So if you're interested in learning more about plein air painting, I have a few options for you. I'm now taking reservations for private plein air painting retreats, and you can pick the place and the number of days, and I'll help you plan and learn on the plein air trip of your dreams. And there's no experience needed. Also, I have an online class that's called Plein Like a Pro, and you can learn how to approach painting outside, but from the comfort of home. And last but not least, I have several other landscape painting classes online on Skillshare if you want to brush up on your landscapes before heading outside. All of this is linked below. I hope to see you over at jenniferlaurelkeller.com. Thank you so much. Happy painting and happy traveling. Much love.